on, connecting to server. We're recording.
All right. Well, welcome everyone to my Diamond Matrix Masters talk with on QEC. My favorite platform for today. Just love what we're doing. I love the work that we're doing, and I just want to apologize in one sense for not being more visible this week. It's been crazy, absolute crazy. I can't wait until I can put my programs up onto Noble Goldman, okay, which is what we're progressing into. Oh my God, because I'm doing so much work and a lot of it's one-on-one, isn't it? So Noble Goldman's going to be actually able to facilitate more people coming into the knowledge of the Diamond Matrix and alleviate my time so I can actually spend more time with more people. So it's really cool, you know, what we've got coming. And so I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really feeling the change right now. And just with the change of seasons and that, it's just like thrilling to know that we're coming into something new within our professional lives and in our spiritual lives, okay, which is what Quantum Elite is all about. So I'm really stoked to be here on this platform, and I just love all of our presenters and the heart to bring people into the quantum 0 point energy, which is what Diamond Matrix Masters is all about, which is to activate light workers. That's my grip. I just love it. It's like activate people into diamond as quickly as possible. Give them techniques that they can actually use to heal people's lives, and give people themselves the techniques so that they can heal people's lives. Because I work in the mental health field, and the things that I hear, I'll walk away going, oh my God, if only you knew how precious you are, you know? If only you knew what your capacity is, if only you knew about your sovereign soul that keeps you upright on your feet, we would not be hearing you say these things about yourself and about your children, about wanting more support from this realm because you are so disempowered and you cannot communicate properly and you cannot empower yourself to create properly for your lives. And I walk away going, oh, you know, and you're parting what you can, but these people are so far into their disability that they're not understanding about soul sovereignty. So we've got a great work to do. I think Marcus, I haven't actually met Marcus, but he said to me on the chat tonight, he said, are you a light worker? And I go, can you remember when we were having dreams about the teachers of the teachers? Hey? We were having dreams that we were the teachers of the teachers, and I bet you everyone here actually has experienced that. And I just want to acknowledge you right now. You are teachers of the teachers. This platform, this platform is training all of us to come up into our light work, whatever that looks like. So, you know, whatever you do to contribute to the wholeness of these individuals, okay, because we're taking our planet back, just so that you know. All right? They can't have it, all right? It's ours, all right? So I'm in anarchy to provide more light workers to do more light work, okay, so that we can actually do it in a powerful way. See Harrison going off over there. I love you, Harrison. All right, so this morning, the interesting thing is, so my work is very basic on the functional stage, okay? So it's how to function as a sovereign being of light. So most people don't understand their soul sovereignty, or what I classify as alignment, and coming into and aligning the brain chemistry, okay, actually brings us into soul alignment, soul sovereignty, where our triune being, our divine feminine, our divine masculine, divine inner child, actually takes over in this initiation process to project onto the quantum field fresh and new creations, powerful creations. What you actually came here to do, because in your soul script is tagged in all of these meeting points, these precious moments, these alignments with relationships, family, money, whatever it is, abundance, okay, and true destiny that brings you joy rather than hardship. So there's no duality. Okay, there's no good versus bad, light versus dark, and all this nonsense. Okay, what we do is we actually transform the density that we've experienced. Okay, and this is the old duality teachings, and there's still a lot of it, even on these platforms, talking about light versus dark. I want to say to you that there is only light, okay, and then denser forms of energy. Okay, let's get our authority right. Okay, I am that I am. My holy Christed self is pure. Okay, it is not in duality. There is no part of my greater self that's in duality. The drop down version into my little avatar, yeah, sure, it mixes it up a little bit here, plays with it. Okay, but gets wounded in it, etc. And we've had to heal the woundings and the pain bodies and the things that we've carried within us. However, when we come into alignment, and this is the beautiful part about it, there is an alchemical process. Alchemy. Alchemy means that that light absorbs the denser frequency. How about that? Just, okay, it's like gold. To purify gold, you've got to put more heat on it and burn the dross out, burn the impurities out. So this is spiritual alchemy. So everything that we work with at Diamond Matrix Masters and teach light workers to do is alchemy. Okay, and I love it. Don't you love it? I love alchemy. So don't tell me you can't change a dense energy, a vibrational story that's going on in your life. Anything. I don't care whether it's cancer. I don't care whether it's any disease. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care whether it's pain, suffering, generational wounding. It can all be transformed into light. It is a vibrational story. We are a vibrational being. Okay? So alchemy is the way we do it. Okay? Using alchemy through intention, through withdrawing knowing consent. No, I don't actually give knowing consent to that. So I came in and I got layered with all of this imprinting. Okay, sure. Okay, but it's a vibrational imprinting. And vibration can be removed. It's actually a piece of pie. It's like tossing hot potatoes in the air. Okay, I use this quite frequently because of a dog that I healed its ears on. I pulled all of this yuck out. And I was actually holding it while talking, so I wasn't paying attention. And then all of a sudden my hands burnt and I went, whoa, and threw it up to the fifth. And he was healed, you know, so we just bring the good stuff in and off we go. Honestly, if you knew how easy a healing was, it's like, whoa, throw it up to the fifth. It's so easy, okay? So vibrational alchemy, Saint Germain has journeyed with me for the last 30 years. And he is the ascended master of this new age, okay, with the violet flame. So if you've actually worked with him, heard of him, go and look him up. He's got the most amazing teachings on the I Am Presence. There's another amazing book that I haven't seen. So if anyone's got it, I'd love a copy of it. It's called The God Self by Patricia Jepson. And I studied that book for 3 years. It was my Bible. And it's bringing in the I Am Presence. It's how to transmute, okay, the denser energies into light, okay? It also goes with teachings like the Course of Miracles. The Christed self within you is so pure. And this is where we trick ourselves, and we have been tricked to believing in duality. Okay, no, I'm sorry, I can only be pure, you know, blah, 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 as I do this and that. I tell you what, in a holy instant, be whole. Okay, that's what is taught. And we've just done a teaching on the holy instant, so grab the replay if you can find it. I'm not quite sure where everything's being stored at the moment. But in a holy instant is the purest nature of ability to alchemically change your vibrational environment. I hope somebody wrote that down because it was quite good. Okay, in a holy instant, you can change your vibrational story. That's how magnificent this light that's within you actually is. Okay? But we've been taught that we cannot, because when you're in the depths of plan B, operating in duality, you go, there is no way out of this. I'm trapped. And that's why we teach on quantum law in the book, okay, so that you know who you are. Okay, and I recommend getting it, because every time I talk about this, I realize how much people don't know. And then certain pockets of their lives are still being controlled by not understanding your position in alignment to your own sovereign soul. Okay, so light workers, you need to know that you're pure light. Okay, and nothing, I don't care who is standing in front of you, okay, nothing that they give a negative report on can harm you, can touch you, okay, nor will we receive, okay, I will not receive a negative report, no, not about anything, not about my health, not about wealth, okay, not about anything. I will not receive a negative report. I will not speak negativity into my life, okay? That is a quantum law. Do not give a negative report is a quantum principle. And so that's what I teach on, is quantum principles. So you don't have to believe me, you can actually believe a quantum principle that's been channeled from light, from soul sovereign source, okay? And you can call that whatever you want, okay, and what you align with your own perfection within you. So it's a beautiful thing that we actually have the power, okay, of self-mastery in our Christ consciousness, in our Buddhi intellect, in our whatever it is that you utilize as your knowing of that perfection within you. We don't mind. It all comes from the same stuff, okay, just culturally we've broken down differently for our own understandings, okay? Isn't that how beautiful it is? So I wanted to talk about the light body, okay, in one sense, and then we're going to teach you this technique that came to me many years ago, and this is amazing. So did you know that every morning between 6 a.m. and 7 a.m. approximately, usually while you're sipping on a cup of coffee, okay, what happens is all of a sudden you start yawning and stretching. You go like this. And then you go, oh, when you finish, you'll say, I don't want to go to work today. I feel tired, okay? And this actually happens every morning. And I know that some of you remember those moments, okay, because it has happened to you. And you go, I feel so tired. But guess what? You're not tired. Do you know what's actually happening to you? You are getting a fresh dose of neutralized electrons being dropped into your energetic system. This whole planet is actually being doused in neutralized electrons. Why are they neutralized? Because you have not yet imprinted them. Oh, the quantum field and everything about this creation is so glorious, okay? You have not yet imprinted them with wisdom, love, and power. You have 3 choices, wisdom, love, and power, and you can imprint your day any way you please. And it's important to understand when it comes to the Alchemy Triangle. Any way you please. So if I have had a really ratty day from plan B, okay, and most people who are unwell bring in yesterday into today. Just like that. Isn't that insane? But it's lack of knowledge, okay? We don't understand that we're actually bringing that, particularly if we've been operating in plan B, okay, that into today. And we re-imprint it on these fresh neutralized electrons to continue on which is like what the continuum is, isn't it? A continuum continues on this vibrational story from yesterday into today. So what is your vibrational story that you've dragged into today? Is it unwellness? Is it the same disease that you had yesterday? You can have a different one today if you like. I'm just being facetious, all right? I'm a naughty little Australian with a bad sense of humour. All right, so don't bring your disease into today is the point, okay? Were you struggling yesterday with wealth problems? Okay, if you don't have enough wealth, okay, well, don't bring it into today. Now, being a conscious creator is really cool because it means that, oh my God, you mean I get to choose what is coming into my universe of inclusion? Yes, absolutely. You're it. Okay? So right now, feel the sovereign soul that's keeping you upright on your feet. Whoa, it's present here. It's just wanting to step out of you, take over your creating. Because honestly, you don't want to bring that disease or anything else into today. You do not want to step into and imprint your neutralized electrons today with anything that looks like yesterday. Let's expand, okay? Let's be creative creators. Let's be creative creators. Let's expand. Let's vibrationally match into the next moment and the next moment of what we actually would like to be living, rather than what has been dictated to us by the system, by my old belief systems, okay, that has, attacked my body, that has robbed me of wealth, okay. I was actually, somebody was talking on a local Facebook thing that came through yesterday, and they had actually said healthcare card, okay, which is kind of part of our welfare system here. And when I read it, it said wealth care card. And I'm going, oh my God, I have done a lot of work on myself that I'm seeing wealth care card instead of healthcare card. And I'm going, yay, let's bring in the wealth care cards, hey? Okay, how many light workers have we got on our screen today and in this meeting? Let's just join in. We're going to bring in a wealth care card, okay? I think it's a great idea, and we only need 3 of us to agree on it, so let's just agree right now, okay? Everyone gets a wealth care card, okay? It's called Your Holy Christed Self Within You, and you can draw it on at any time you please and shop to your heart's content. Isn't that awesome? You're a creator. We can create anything that we want, all right? That's what I love about this, okay? We're starting to bring in, because we're building more confidence in our stability within our sovereign soul. And the more confidence we have, the more soul steps out, and your divine feminine, your divine masculine goes, so be it, let's do that. And we're creating better and more pure on behalf and in service to the light work that's happening on Gaia, and we're healing our planet and we're taking it back. So this is what we're up to. What mischief we're actually up to. All right, so let's get back to the neutralized electrons, okay, that you get to project onto your quantum field today, okay? Is it going to look like yesterday? I'm hoping some of you say no, okay? No, not unless it's really, really cool, okay? So don't bring anything that's not cool into today. All right, and I realize that some of you are already in today, okay, well and truly. If you did bring yesterday into cool, today, let's just cut it off right now. If there's something going on that you don't want to happen, chop it off, okay? I do not give knowing consent to that. I don't care what it is. It's a vibrational story. I do not receive a negative report. Okay, if you actually consent to a negative report, you will live because you've just put it into your universe of inclusion. Universe of inclusion. So I don't talk to the universe like some people do. I don't talk to God, okay? Because I am made of the stuff. What's the stuff? It's the energetic ability, okay, to project, okay? And out of that stuff that is God, I can actually produce through my soul sovereignty what it is that I want to live today. Isn't that cool? You're creators. Okay, so we've sorted out that stuff. Let's get into how your actual light body works. Okay, so we talk about full body wellness, okay, and full body wellness in the quantum field. So full body wellness is your physical body, your mental, emotional, and spiritual self. We only talk about 4 bodies because I'm only teaching some basics on this. If you actually go into any Eastern philosophies, you'll know that there's 7 or probably hundreds because they are experts in their teaching. The Western model has so wiped out, okay, the reality of soul sovereignty that it doesn't even believe that there's 4 bodies. It actually believes that there's 1 body. That's the physical body, okay? So when you go off to the Western medical model, you're only going to get ways of keeping yourself alive, the ways your body actually works, but they have got no understanding of the life force that is within you and therefore cannot offer opinion, okay, upon your body part that is malfunctioning, okay? And I would prefer that people actually go to healers to remove the vibrational story, okay? So this is where we've got to do such a swing around and come out of this stuff. Okay, so full body wellness, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual alignment. Okay, when a person is fragmented from creating all sorts of weird stuff in plan B, then our bodies actually come out of alignment and we need a defrag, like we used to do on the computers, is defrag your computer and your light body is the same. Your auric field is your light body. Okay, does that make sense? All right, so I am walking around in my light body. We are a telepathic being of light. We are opening up our heart chakra now through an organic initiation process, okay, to ignite the diamond heart, the diamond Christ light within your heart chakra is what we are initiating to, which takes us from this position of please God, please universe to I am that I am, and I create from here, okay, onto the quantum field, which is now we're actually igniting 0 point quantum. Okay, that's why it's so powerful to come into 5D and know quantum law so that you're not projecting anything less than wholeness. Okay, you project disability, you will get disability. If you go outside of yourself to find a healer saying, I'm sorry, yes, there's something wrong with you, okay, you will get what you just asked for, okay? If you go sideways outside of your soul sovereign self, even to a healer, and they say there's something wrong with you, okay, you will gain the symptoms into your life of what has been spoken. Isn't that interesting? And this is why I'm not totally on board with Healiers yet, because I've seen its effect on certain of our beloved members because it has the power of suggestion. So if you want to live its power of suggestion, then I would suggest you use one. Okay, so be very careful about what we're involving and intending because you're the creator. You will actually correspond and bring on to you what it is that you're calling. Be very careful, be very mindful. Okay, so full body wellness, vibrational being, organic opening and initiation process of the heart chakra into your soul sovereignty to project onto a quantum field. Okay, so when we are projecting, and we are busy little projectors, okay, we are projecting, good, bad, or horrid, okay, doesn't matter. The quantum field doesn't care. It is completely unbiased, okay? You can project severe depression. You can project, okay, mental health, PTSD, schizophrenia. You can project all sorts of things, okay, that you've been labeled with, okay, but I can unproject those things. Isn't that beautiful? So a light worker can unproject those things, can take them and balance your system through utilizing the diamond energy, okay, which just will not allow a negative report to take place. And what it does is it gobbles up the vibrational story, works with your original DNA, and brings you back into wholeness. Your original DNA is a perfect blueprint, and so we go right into the cellular construct of your body, back to its original form and what its original intention was. Okay, now we're just starting to get to the alchemy triangle bit. So most people don't understand that even as energy is flowing in and you are projecting out, that it has to go somewhere. So if you understand your chakra systems, the lower three seals, your solar plexus, your sacral chakra, and your root chakra, depending on what condition you are in from experiencing the game and how deep you've gone into it, what happens is that has to come back out. Okay? And people often don't realize this. So when we are, for example, purging through vomiting, and we've got a build up in our solar plexus, okay, it's not because I'm going to vomit or I've got a bug, okay, that is a false concept. It is actually because I have blocked energy that is desiring to come back out and be recycled to the fifth dimension and above. Okay, everything I recycle to the fifth dimension and above, because the fifth dimension is the heart chakra. Just as the corresponding physical body has the heart chakra in your chest, okay, what has been utilized in your day or in your week, or if you've never cleansed your light body and you've been in pain and suffering and walking the 3 or 4 F's that they talk about, fight, flight, and fright and freeze syndromes, if you've had patterns that have kept you in this frozen state, okay, what is collected in your psyche and in your lower 3 chakras hasn't been able to come back up into light, which is what causes cancer in your gut, in your bowel, and all of those places, okay, because of the sheer stress and everything that's being projected into the lower part of your body. Does that make sense? Okay, so it's very important to unblock these things energetically through bringing it up into your heart chakra. Okay, so because everything's going to come out sooner or later. You will either, if you're a healer and you've actually done healings, who's actually experienced your clients purging? Okay, yeah, thank you. So thank you for your work. So purging is actually a natural, oh my God, it's got to come out thing. Whereas the old track on by spiritual healers like what, stay away from me, okay? I've got to self-protect, you know. And so we have done it from that. But when you're in love and you're in perfect light, okay, the purity of your light is actually going to accelerate the process of a person emptying out, okay, all of their old stuff psychically that's been caught in their lower bodies and in their lower 3 seals. Okay, and this is the 7 seals of revelation. If anyone has a Christian connection and teaching, it's actually talking about your own body systems, okay, and how to bring up the nightmare that's been locked and trapped in our bodies because of what we've been doing all these times in all of these incarnations. So we're cleansing that. Excuse me. Okay, so we've got a child, perhaps, our child who's actually purging, vomiting. Okay, I can promise you that it's not because of a bug. It is because they've been to school and their emotional bodies are actually reacting to something. They've lived an experience that they can't express, but they purge to get rid of it. Okay, and I can honestly say to you, I haven't purged, okay, as in vomited, for 20 or more years. Okay, you do not catch the flu. That is a false concept. You are actually have a light body that is affected by the emotional states of this system. Okay, things that bring judgment on us. Okay, I will not put myself under scrutiny is a great stance to take. I will not put myself under scrutiny. Okay, I will not scrutinize myself. So if the system itself is judging me for my performance, and I wrote something about that in Diamond Matrix Masters this week. Oh, these poor people are just working under the system's performance measures. Like, this is what it is to be normal. Okay, and they're just suppressing soul and not living the vibrancy of every moment. My intuition is being squished. Sorry, Divine Feminine, can't listen to you today. The system's taken over. Okay, the Divine Masculine is going, oh man, I had all of this action happening, and this is where we're going, and the system takes over. So that makes us unwell. Okay, makes us, our light bodies, okay, have it stuffed into these compartments, okay, that need to come up and actually be recycled into the fifth dimension and above. So when your energy is coming up, okay, you might have had a weird experience with someone and you felt judged, and you go into the Alchemy Triangle of the game that we teach on in the book. But if you have entered into energy that is unsatisfying to you and is, making you feel awful, then you can actually, it's really cool when you see it as energy, okay? For a broken person, excuse me, like myself, I was broken for many, many years, okay? But when I realized that this energy in my solar plexus that was coming up was actually only energy, it took all the faces away, okay? Those people that hurt me, okay, those who wounded me. It was suddenly a science in my body that I could actually go, oh my God, it's just energy. I don't have to be hurt, wounded, and reliving my pain and my wounding all the time, because it's seriously just energy that I'm recycling back to light. How cool is this? Oh my God, I used it on the story, and now I can actually release it out of my body. Okay, I don't have to carry it anymore. So what happens is, the Alchemy Triangle is a technique that I use, and we're going to demonstrate it right now. And often, if anyone is going to feel like purging in my healing sessions, I actually take the opportunity to do the Alchemy Triangle, because it means that they're going to be a teacher and a healer. So every time they actually go, oh my God, I want to vomit, okay, that's actually a good thing. Let's stop that from happening. I'm going to teach you the Alchemy Triangle. Okay, so there's 3 parts to it. It is a triangle. So you can visualize the top of the triangle at your heart chakra. I'm going to stand up so you can see my tummy. That's a bit weird. How often does that happen? But on the left-hand side of there's another point on your left-hand side of your solar plexus, on the right-hand side of your solar plexus, and the third part is up into your heart chakra. Okay, so left-hand side has a statement that goes through it in the Alchemy Triangle, and I do have a picture of this, which is probably more appropriate. But anyway, the first part of the triangle is to say, I have every right to feel like this. So what I want you to do before you start is, I want you right now, we're going to demonstrate it to you. I want you to bring up into your memory right now a feeling of something that you're dealing with that you don't like. Don't go too deep with it, because I don't want you to be traumatized. Pick something that is peeving you, or you want to get rid of it, okay? And so can you all just feel, I can't see all your faces, so I want to just be responsible with what I'm doing here. So please don't go too deep with something. Choose something that's more pissing you off rather than something that's a deep wounding for the moment. Okay? Excuse my language. All right, so I want you to feel that situation, feel the vibrational story. Okay, just bring it to you. Okay, you might be experiencing guilt. It might be blame, that's coming at you. I can feel you guys now, okay? I'm tuning into you. I can feel you. So I can feel your pain. And I can feel it in your solar plexus. And that's okay. Now I want you to acknowledge this energy that's come from this vibrational story. Can you see the difference here? Can you sense that you're actually feeling it in your solar plexus as your vibrational story? Isn't that amazing? Okay, but they're two different things and yet they're the same. Okay, they're connected. So a vibrational story has this effect on your body, on your physical body. Right now you can feel this thing, okay, that's been disturbing you. I want you to now witness where or at what level out of 10, between 1 and 10, what is it to you? Okay, so 4 or 5, is it right up a 9 or a 10? Is it really big for you, or is it, you know, about a 5, 4, 3? Okay, just put your fingers up for me. Yeah, wow. Okay, so let's get rid of this thing, okay? We don't have to keep living with this vibration. This is the Alchemy Triangle. So feeling that energy in your gut, in your solar plexus. Thank you, I see you. Okay, so just focusing on the energy. Remember, it's just blocked energy. So even though those people were involved, okay, we're taking charge of it. Okay, we're going to pass it through our system. You no longer have to live with this story vibration going on in your physical body, which makes you so unwell. So right now, okay, feeling that energy, we're going to apply the first part of the triangle to the left-hand side of your solar plexus. I want you to state, I have every right to feel like this. I have every right to feel like this. Say it to yourself, just to you, but you're talking to the energy in your solar plexus. So right now it's sitting at a 6 to 8, 9 maybe. I have every right to feel like this. I have every right to feel like this. Yes, you've lived it. I have every right to feel like this. The second part of the triangle on the right-hand side is I will not judge myself. I will not judge myself. And third part, I intend this energy to my heart. I intend this energy to my heart to be neutralized, purified, cleansed and sent to the 5th dimension and above. And you will feel it starting to percolate, shift from your solar plexus, and here it comes, feeling it coming up into your heart chakra, which is your purifying mechanism, your recycling plant in your body. Isn't that beautiful? So bringing it up to your heart chakra, okay, and you'll feel it. And some people go, oh my God, I feel like I've swallowed a bone because it hurts like crazy. These are some of the heart symptoms. Other people feel like their heart is racing. It's okay, you're not going to die of this. I intend this energy to my heart. Feel it coming up through your throat and sending it to the 5th dimension and above, through the brow, through the top of your head and back to the 5th dimension and above. You are a creator. You are the master of your light body, and you intend where energy goes. So feeling it in your solar plexus right now, you'll also feel your heart chakra. Like, you know, some people might say, feel like I've got an elephant on my chest. Your heart chakra is alive and well. It's actually purifying the energy that's coming up from your solar plexus. Now, if somebody is actually working with a 9 or 10, okay, I get this process happening really quick because otherwise they're going to vomit on your carpet. Okay, not pleasant. Okay, so I want you to go back to your solar plexus and feeling that energy about that situation. So feeling the energy of that situation, okay, straight away. I have every right to feel like this, left-hand side. I have every right to feel like this. I will not judge myself. I want you to have an attitude of resolve. No, I have every right to feel like this. I've lived this. This is true, okay? This is true to me. I have every right to feel like this. I will not judge myself. I will not judge myself. I intend my energy to my heart. I intend this energy to my heart. You are clearly telling the energy where to go. I intend this energy to my heart to be purified, neutralized. Remember, we talked at the start of the program about neutralized electrons. We are neutralizing it in the heart chakra. How cool is that? Neutralize it, send it to the fifth dimension and above to be recycled so that tomorrow you have more energy to create with. And this is what happens with people with chronic fatigue. Okay, they have not renewed their energy, they've not purified the energy and recycled it, so all of their energy is actually trapped within their physicality. That's all these things are. Oh my God, that's all these things are. Okay, is trapped energy in your system. So feeling that energy right now in your heart, and feel the difference in your solar plexus. Has it dropped to nothing? Has it dropped to 1 or 2? Okay, this absolutely makes it null and void the pain. Thanks, Harrison. Okay, so where is it for those that had higher numbers? Yep, round 5. Let's keep going. That's not peace. All right. Okay, so coming in, focusing back into your solar plexus. It's pouring the diamond into your darling hearts. Okay, feeling what it is out of 10. You know that it's dropping though, isn't that cool? Okay, right now to the left-hand side of your auric, triangle, okay, in your solar plexus, I have every right to feel like this. Feel this energy. I have every right to feel like this. I will not judge myself. I will not judge myself. Oh my God, even that feels good, eh? Yeah, we just give you validation. Okay, and love. Yes, you have lived this. I have every right to feel like this. I will not judge myself. I intend this energy to my heart. I intend this energy to my heart. Energy goes where I intend it to flow. Oh my God. I'm the boss. I'm the master. Energy goes where I intend it to flow. How cool is that? Okay, and feel it coming up into your heart chakra, and your heart chakra goes to work. You can feel it immediately. And it's pounding, it's doing its job, and goes into overload. Well, it purifies it, and we purify this energy and send it to the fifth dimension and above. And so as it's coming up, you can actually feel it sitting in your throat. Keep intending it going to the fifth dimension and above. A sore throat is actually just energy passing through your throat. Okay, you don't need to go to a doctor over a sore throat. Okay, it's seriously just going through the system. Sorry, we've got a lot of things turn on its head because there's just so much incorrect information out there. Swollen glands, staying in the past and not being able to release this energy through, and when you just intend it to the fifth dimension above. A headache, shocked, blocked energy. Okay, this is what blocked energy is. People say, oh, it's blocked energy. What is blocked energy? Well, it's the thing that actually causes these ailments in your body, okay, because you're a light body. So all you do is intend it to the fifth dimension and above. So we don't have to have headaches. As soon as I get a headache, I go, keep going. Or no, I do not give knowing consent. And it just goes, whew, even as a symptom lights on your body, even if it's external to you, no, I don't give knowing consent. Do not believe a negative report. No, I'm not getting that. And that's why we don't have to worry about vaccinations and all of this nonsense. My system is a perfect operational system, okay? I'm sorry, I'm not going to do COVID for you. You can believe in it. I'm not doing it, okay? I'm a sovereign soul. I don't have to live with it, okay? If you make that choice, that's fine, okay? I respect your decisions. It's only because you don't know how you actually work. Yeah. All right, so if we got a couple of questions, how are you feeling? What's it down to? Let's turn the mics back on and hear a couple of things.
Everybody can unmute themselves whenever you need to.
Yay.
Yay. Who put the hand up? There's a couple of hands. Yeah, Harrison, how'd you go?
That was fantastic. Yeah, it was good because I didn't have to identify necessarily like where it came from or like what exactly the situation was. I just recognized the dense energy in myself, and I was like, let's just take care of it, right? And then I can still feel some of it processing, but then as it goes up, I'm really glad that you were like, getting a headache. It's blocked energy. Just let it keep going. I was like, oh, okay, here we go. And then it's all just like I can feel it after it's left my heart. It's like it feels so nice just to pass through,
Yes.
right? It's
That's right.
amazing. Yeah, and quick question, the God Self, what was Patricia's last name?
Jepson, Jepson.
Thank you.
So the Alchemy Triangle, yes, takes it all the way back. So it actually purifies it as a neutralized electron here in the heart, and then keeps going up through your chakras. Have you ever drunk water so quickly it feels like a bone going down? You go, how can water, create that sort of pain in my chest? Energy is exactly the same. And this is why people right now, because our hearts are opening to bring in greater light, our hearts are actually opening in to bring in our soul to step forth. So the heart has to actually open. And this is a way of clearing old block energy. And you can work on that in your own time. This is the beauty of having these techniques, is that you can go, you know what, it's time to get rid of this vibrational story. Okay, people go, it's what you're thinking that you're projecting onto the quantum field. I really say no, it's what you're feeling is going on to your quantum field, which keeps perpetuating this story. Okay, you can write all the affirmations that you like in words, but if I'm feeling this stuff, if I'm feeling blamed and guilty and I'm feeling that heaviness, that is what I'm projecting onto the quantum field, and that is what you've got to get more of.
Yeah, but I do
Oh, Harrison.
have. Yeah, sorry. I want to let other people talk if they need to, but I have a question actually real quick. Um, so obviously the alchemy triangle is between your solar plexus and your heart, yeah? Um, can you still utilize this technique with dense energies that are residing in other parts of your body?
Well, it's coming from other parts of your body. If it's actually coming through the doorway, see,
Oh,
love. Okay, so I can't show you in the book. This is why I love this. So if you translate this symbol, thanks, Tony. If you can translate this symbol into there's your solar plexus right there, and you're
mm,
actually taking the dense energy that's been in your psyche that you've been reflecting in 3D in duality, okay, up through that, there's your eye of the needle to your heart chakra right there, tickle the heart in fifth dimension above, there is your meeting point with your fifth dimension. Okay?
okay, okay.
In your physicality, you're a multi-dimensional being. So it makes sense that you've got to clear it from your own physicality because you're a vibrational world set up perfectly, just as the universe is, you're a vibrational universe. So by bringing it up through your solar plexus here and then intending it to the fifth dimension and above where it's purified, okay, that story, that vibrational story is dissolved. It cannot come back, okay? So it's pretty hard to have an obliterated story, okay, a dissolved one, a depixelated one. So you've actually pixelated it. And this is what we do is we keep stamping the next day with the same pixelated storyline, this vibrational story, when we can actually do the alchemy on it and translate it. And every part of the book, every part of what I'm saying is tweaking that alchemical process. You like, no, I do not give a knowing report. Well, that will get rid of it as well. Okay, hand it to the greater, hand it over to your board of directors. That will absolutely move it from your solar plexus into the fifth dimension and above. That will absolutely recycle it. So everything that I've given to you and will continue to give to you is going to give you that ability to hand it over. Cassia, let's have a chat with you. Oh, no, I don't say your name properly. I apologize, Cassia. Where are you? Just unmute yourself, hon.
I think she accidentally just left.
Oh, no good. Anyone else got a question? How did you feel? I want to know how you felt. Did it drop from, you know, like a 9 or a 10 down to 1 or a 2? I'm hoping that you're all here still.
Mine dropped
Hey,
from a
Michelle?
6 to a 0.
So, Michelle?
Yeah, Nikki just said hers dropped from a 6 to a 0. So yay, Nikki.
Oh, yay.
So mine was, it seems like it's such a small issue, but it just keeps happening day in and day out, right? And
Yeah.
it just drives me nuts. And it was like a 9, like, ugh. And I wasn't even
Yeah.
thinking about it till you said it. And I was like, yeah, let's really get into this. So as it was coming up, I literally felt like I was going to throw up everywhere. And lately, the past couple of days, I haven't puked, but I've been feeling kind of sick. So I'm
Yeah.
wondering if this is not what it is. And I really wasn't giving recognition to it, right? Because I'm not supposed to be angry about it. I'm not supposed to feel like that. That's how I was feeling. So when you gave me that, when I gave myself that permission,
Yes.
it came up, and then I felt so much love in my heart. It was like crazy.
Yay.
And then
That's the stuff.
as it went bloop, I automatically got a solution. Like it just came, and I was like, well, there you go. That's easy. And so yeah, it's I love how the external is really the internal, and when you clear the internal, the external changes, like the solutions appear. And it's just like, well, why didn't I think of that? Well, because you had stuck energy in there, right? So
That's
thank you
it.
so much, Ruthie. I can't wait to see what happens now.
Oh, I'm with you, okay? Because this means now that soul steps in and the true alchemy takes place. Now, just listen to that. It's very important, okay? Before, it was this vibrational perpetuation that's been continuing, whereas when we release it, the energy of your board of directors and the true creation rather than miscreation actually just flows through, okay? To do is get out of the road and release that vibrational story, and then what happens is our board of directors reconfigures truly meant to be happening, which is of course based in unconditional love. Okay, light, don't, you know, you need to understand what light is. Light is unconditional love. Light just burns those false seeds through your soul fire that purifies, brings through the true alchemy of a lived experience that is genuinely 100% a pure creation. So it doesn't matter whether it be health, wealth, relationships, or whatever. The true relationship must come through. The true creation must come through once you've actually removed that vibrational story. So you don't have to replace it. You just need to get rid of it. Isn't that cool? So this is why I'm not a big fan of affirmations, okay? You just have to know what you want, okay? It really isn't like squeezing it through the eye of the needle. It's just removing this so I am expanded. That's how simple it is. All right, so I'm not sure. Yep, go, Carter, please.
I'm sorry, my husband called me and disconnected me from the Zoom. So it's very interesting experience with the exercise we did with you today. You know, when I was feeling of that energy that, you know, I didn't like, I felt it like tornado wrapping my backbone, like all the way from the bottom to the top.
Yeah.
And then, when you leaded me through, you know, purifying and releasing, you know, it's interesting how this feeling that was so awkward, so weird, so uncomfortable, that I didn't have before, but you know, I was able to focus on it, so I was able to translate it to this vibration.
Yes.
And then it really left me. So I you know, so I feel like freedom inside right now. So
thank goodness.
freedom of this, you know, I'm free of this feeling. So I cannot wait how it's gonna affect my everyday, today, tomorrow. I'm really, really excited. Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. See, this is the beautiful thing. So I'm an empath, but I don't have full vision. we've got empaths with full vision and can see everything that's going on, and they have their own symbology as to what is being witnessed and what has been removed. And when you live and witness that for yourself in your own language, it's like that thing is gone. I saw it go. Now, as a sovereign soul, you need to know, because you know that it is recycled into light. And that's what your heart chakra does. I trust my heart. Okay, there's so much more to the use of the heart, but if you use it as a purification process, a recycling plant, you can trust it that it's going to recycle it into neutralized electrons. And it has to be then sent to the fifth dimension above. If you leave it in your heart chakra, you're going to pop. Have you ever had your light body fill up so much? It's like, oh my God, I've got to give it out. I've got to send it somewhere. Whoa, you're like a big reservoir full of light. It's like, here's sick people. I need sick people. Where are they? Okay, I've got to send it out to somewhere, use it. So it's a whole lot of fun. Cassie, yeah?
You know, I need to add a comment about what you just did to me, how you transfer my vision of all of this self-processing those things, because I think this is such a clever to use your own heart to recharge, to change, to purify, to change the negative to positive before you release it from your body, because why the heck the world would deserve your negative energy? So I mean, this thing alone, it's so brilliant.
It's magnificent, isn't it? That's why I just get off on this sovereign soul trip. It's just insanely clever, wise, brilliant. It really is divine. Funny that.
Yeah.
But yes, so we have it inside ourselves, and this is why we can heal anything, we can process anything, we can remove anything. Okay. Does anyone else have a question, or just, I'd love to hear about your experience.
Tony does, Ruthie.
Tony, go for it.
Okay, I'll go for it. Hang on a second, I'll take my hand down before I forget. Wow, that was amazeballs. So let's just start with that. What an absolute simple process that anybody can do anywhere.
Yes.
Anybody can do anywhere. And I kind of tapped into something that was probably only about a 4 or 5. And as soon as I sent it up to my heart, I just had tears flowing like crazy. And then all of a sudden, as you said, to push it up to, to give it to the 5th, my throat got a little bit stuck. And I said, off you go.
That's it.
Right, off you go. And then when you had us do it again, I had already felt quite neutral on the subject, but then I started to feel other people's energy in here that still hadn't cleared. So I ended up clearing it for them.
Yes,
And
that's the light worker.
And allowing it to go up. But to follow up with that, when you were talking about, how cool it is to, why don't we just hand it over to our sovereign selves? I would like to just give a little testimony to a very new client of yours who's just finished the process with you on your course. That would be my husband, David Taylor, who it's our anniversary
Love
today.
that man.
my cheeky man, who was, when he was doing the course with Ruthie, this was a whole new experience for him. Just so you all know, I've been on this soul journey for a long time. My husband has not, but for whatever reason, when he heard me that I wanted to do this with Ruth, he says, well, can I do it? And I went, okay. I'm just like, I was totally taken back. I totally stepped out of the way. I didn't want to know anything. It was his own journey. Anyway, I'm just going to fast forward this. We finished the course. Yesterday, David had a really bad day. He had a moment that he wouldn't explain to me. And I just turned to him and I said, so why is your little pointy self trying to take care of it? And I said, why don't you hand it to your sovereign, your board of directors? And he went, oh, do I have to do that? I said, you don't have to do anything. I said, you
right,
can just
don't.
stand there and be miserable and weep about it and be miserable, or pass it on. Up to you. I don't care. In other words, I'm not passing my toilet roll across his. And so guess what he said this morning, even though it was our anniversary, he says, I feel so much better. I said, you do? He says, yeah, I decided to pass the ball over my shoulder. I said, what happened? He says,
Oh, that's
problem
gonna be
gone.
right.
Problem gone, instantly gone. So if you think you're caught up with all the chaos in this world of you can't fix this, you can't fix this because of financial institutions and they have their rules and blah, blah, blah. Even though you pleaded your case and whatever else, instantly when it happened, guess what? It will change in a holy instant when you give when you are no longer giving
Yes.
knowing consent. And Ruthie, let me tell you, thank you so much. You have, I'm so grateful.
Oh my God, you're going to make me cry too.
So great.
This is the power, darling hearts. This is the power that resides in you to let the burdens go. Okay, 3D cannot stand. It cannot stand. There is no such thing as dark and light. There is only light and denser energies that you're ready to let go of. There is nothing to self-protect yourself from that I actually have to stay in this against the world. There's nothing to fight, okay? Remember this, a conqueror needs a battle to overcome, so I can be a creator that creates battles to overcome. A conqueror needs battles to overcome, but a victor has the gates open before them, and you just walk through. Okay, this is the difference between living in soul sovereignty and having to be a warrior in your life. Okay, those old messages are not being translated correctly. You do not have to be a warrior. Okay, you do not have to be a warrior. These are false concepts that have been holding us back for such a long time. Okay, you are a sovereign soul, and you're activating it through the opening of your heart to allow more of your sovereignty to shine through. And then these quantum principles will come to you over and over. You'll have full clairvoyant gifts given to you. You'll know everything that you need to do. You'll know what is coming next. You will have a picture of it before it even starts. You go, I knew you were going to call me. Okay, yes. I am getting to a point now, this energy is so powerful, I feel like a concert orchestra conductor. It's like, yes, no, no. Okay, or Mr. Policeman directing traffic. Okay, yep, no. And this is how easy it becomes. It's like, no, not doing that. Yep, I'm having this, until you won't be doing, no, I'm not doing that anymore. You'll forget the need to withdraw knowing consent, because you'll only be given to consent. Right. Okay. And when you start doing this on behalf of your own self, when you start doing this on behalf of your children, and what Tony just said was so powerful. She goes, I could feel your stuff and then I can get in on it. And that's why I don't have to be afraid. I don't care what anybody comes to with their light bodies, what's been hurt, what's been wounded, what is manifesting as pain bodies, entities, or anything else. Okay? My light body is so pure that I can actually just draw that through me, and I can actually make that process happen at the speed of light. We can do it so much quicker when we do it together. So light workers have to come out of this false duality state of thinking so that you can actually be light, and then now you can understand and that you felt the Alchemy Triangle. You will know that there is nothing that you cannot assist people with. If that child is upset, let's not take them to the doctor for a jab. Let's say, what on earth have you been living through this week? Let me help you translate that pain, okay, that vibrational story that could create a wounded adult, okay? The vibration stops here and we have the power to stop it. Isn't that cool? The time is 11155. Okay, you know what 111 is? 111 is Grace Elohim and the angelic Elohim saying, what is it that you want to expand into? What does your future look like? And when you raise it to the greater, you bring in the greatest picture for yourself and for your loved ones and for the earth. And the 5-5 is change. Okay, so it's 111, yes, change. So isn't that what alchemy is all about? All right, let's unblock everybody's mics for a minute, okay? Because it's too quiet being here by myself.
So I have one more comment, so then I can disappear and everybody else can take over. You know, I really hope that one day, very, very soon, we could have lessons like this, sessions like this for kids, because
Yes.
this is so brilliant. You know, if I was taught the simplicity of life when I was a child, and instead I was, you know, boxed up and pushed and pushed and pushed to be like
Yes.
brainwashed, like to take away my brain cells from me.
Yes.
It's so crazy that, you know, it's so simple to be in charge.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
so simple to make your own decision. It's so simple to make
Yes.
the right decision.
Yes.
It's so simple to have a, you know, lovable decision through your life. Yet
Yes.
you are like constantly forced by your parents, not necessarily because they wanted to do it. They just didn't know that there is the way, like, you know, we are learning here. So I honestly, I hope we can one day soon create this class from maybe a number of teachers to do this course for
Totally.
children. That would be brilliant.
Totally. Okay, so just for your sake, you can go to my website, which is diamondmatrixmasters.net, and it has a group of healing schools in it. So there is a quantum living with 4-body wellness school. This is where you initiate into diamond. This is what Tony and David have done, where they've learnt these things and why they're able to set themselves free. The diamond comes into your heart chakra, which is the divine within you, joining you and activating you in your soul sovereignty. It's an amazing process and ends with diamond reconnection work that absolutely does the initiation process organically for you. We teach you quantum law because God help us if we actually open up your heart chakra and you go into quantum field and still believing all of this nonsense. Okay.
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
the book is so powerful, that we actually have wise creators. Diamond Matrix Masters Self Mastery Level 1, okay, is on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, and everywhere, and you can actually learn about that. We also have a 3-day healers school. So everything that I do, you can learn because I'm an etheric surgeon. I pull out vibrations that you don't want to live with anymore. And so it's very exciting, okay, to learn that. It's a 3-day school. We also have you able to become a practitioner in the Diamond Matrix Masters Quantum Living with 4-Body Wellness School. And so you can learn how to coach our principles, okay, where the book is actually paramount to your education. And then we have it's called a heart rhythm reset clinic. And this is what you guys were talking about. We can actually heal a child's energetic system through balancing their heart chakra. And this is a resetting of the heart rhythm of the chakra itself. And it's all about the heart. My journey's always been about the heart. But this is this amazingly simple technique, particularly when you've become diamond active, that you can actually release and reset the heart rhythm of the, and all trauma actually leaves. And for those who actually want to work with animals, you can do the same with animals, and all of these rehoused animals that feel trauma can actually be healed. Okay, so we actually find that these techniques, okay, I've just stumbled on them, okay, I've activated them and learnt them while I was within a lived experience, okay, so there's nothing that I teach that comes from another train of school, okay, it's come through myself as I've had to learn the lesson to heal myself. Okay, is there anyone out there that I haven't spoken to that would like to comment or say hi or even pop your face in so I can actually take a snapshot of the class? Would be awesome.
Hi, my name is
Hi.
Sharina.
Hi, Sharina.
I am immensely grateful for this process. I guess I had been feeling like a prisoner, I guess, for the past month or
Yes.
so, wrapped around this problem. And for a minute, while we were doing it, I felt like I couldn't breathe while it was in my heart. It was very, very heavy. And then it just moved up. And then, yes, it felt like almost like endorphins, almost. It felt very good releasing out of the crown of my head. Thank you so much. I was in tears a few times during the call. Very nice to just be here. It's just I'm overwhelmed with joy around having released that because it was so heavy. And I just can't thank you enough. It was very nice to meet all of you.
Oh, thank you for coming on board. Honestly, Quantum Elite community, we just are welcoming new people coming in. You know, this platform's going to change. We are going to have, I mean, that's why I'd like to have like 3, 4. I could just be doing this every week, to be quite honest. I've got so much to share. And then to have children coming in with, parents and children, we can be doing so much to heal people because it's through intention. That's it. It's our intention to heal, our intention to impart, our intention to withdraw something negative to replace it with something positive. Actually, we're not even replacing it. We are just allowing the soul, which is perfect, to exist. Isn't that beautiful? So, and thank you so much. Mate, you're a magnificent soul, and we need to get this message out there, okay? Get this message out there. Have a look at the book and join Diamond Matrix Masters. Got a Facebook group. So I'm putting up all of the latest light work, light code information that's coming through. We are not an island by any means. It takes our whole community to bring light to the world. It's so amazing. And I thank the beloveds. Oh my God, I thank the beloveds, okay, and all light beings, okay, for this work. I'm going to start bringing some other light work to you as well so that you can be extremely effective with some powerful light work, okay, on behalf of our community that I know works. So very, very cool. All right, thank you, everybody. Was there anything else? Another comment? I should let you all go.
Just, I'll be ever so quick, Ruth. Good morning, and everyone else, or wherever you're at. I don't know how many years young you are in doing this work on yourself. There's this piece in me that just said, if only I could have done this so much younger. And literally like some 10 to 13 years ago, and instead come through the wherewithal that you're teaching it, who's doing it in a worldwide way, as opposed to only siphoned off in Berkeley, California per a psychic institute, having been student, albeit she's been lovely and she's helped me to prime. It's still like this open secret, and this really can't be kept like that.
No,
this work.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No,
So
cannot.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was so precious. Precious. We can spend the rest of our lives trying to work this out, or we can just do it in a holy instant. Okay, I'm smart lazy. I've got a bit of Libra in me. Trying to do it the quick, shortest way possible. All right, anyone that needs to go, run as quickly as you can because I will talk all night.
Thank you, Ruth. So grateful for your course, Ruth. I feel really empowered every time I attend your class. And I saw my how do you say, my attention going down from 4 to 0, just envisioning the diamond crystal, embodying this diamond crystal into my heart and into my soul. So I simply want to thank you for your great class, your great energy, and thank you for everyone attending. This is only one of our classes. This is a wonderful, the community is changing my life right now. This is a safe space for everyone to open their hearts, to express their self. And our mission is simply to put our hearts together to elevate everyone's vibration. So feel free to join us anytime. And thank you so much, Ruth. And thank you for everyone attending today.
Totally.
Thank you.
I just want to finish with one moment, okay? Isn't it beautiful that we do not have to hear the vibrational story itself?
Yes.
Isn't it glorious? There is just complete dignity in this whole process, complete dignity. It's like I don't have to bear my stuff to a stranger, I don't have to do any of that. I just give it up. It's like, so dignified.
And there's something about when you say from the fifth dimension and beyond, like that really hit home for me. It was like an obvious reminder that I needed to know, because we're living in the fifth dimension, and then when we release energy, it's so easy to just like try to like lift it up. Like when I brought the energy up to my crown, I wanted to just like let it shoot out instead of like, and then when you said that, it was just like, wow, from the fifth dimension and beyond, it's like being able to be in the space that I'm in. And yeah, it's just so amazing. Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure, Nikki. I love you. See, it's not until you experience. See, I can talk as a teacher on these things, but when you experience it, you will never deny it again. So now we've got a room full of light workers that will not deny it and know that it works. Okay? So that is the greatest thing that I could have parted to you, that you know that it is controlled and able to be controlled in your own body because you are the master of your own light. Love it. Thank you. All right. I'll talk to you all soon. Okay, I'm going to dream up the next thing that we're going to teach you for next week. Please bring people on. I'd really like to be sharing it with, a larger audience. So if you can get it out there, that'd be greatly appreciated. Let's short track this thing.
Sure. Will do.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ruth.
Ruth.
Thank you,
Have an awesome day, or a nap in your case, since it's 4 a.m. for you.
No, the work goes on. It's wonderful. I love it.
Talk to you soon, Ruth.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.
See ya, Mike.